All right, let's do this. Oh, figures. All right, Gimgagi, everybody. Well, today is really going to be something different for you. You're going to see here in a second, and you'll know which bike I'm going to take. Yeah, I'm going on a trip. But first, I need to actually go to work. Here at work, going to park, do my job, and I'll see you in a little bit. Let's really do this. My 8.5-hour workday all done. Hey, I feel kind of responsible for this. A guy bought this week because he loved watching me come in on a bike every day. There she is. Look at her. Nobody stole my big, huge backpack on the back. Alrighty, we are now on the road. You'll probably get a lot of wind noise. On a bridge. Look at that. So I might as well go ahead and try to tell you that what we're going to go do. We are going to go ride 210 miles. But we're going to go out there to Dansville, Virginia. And then after that, we'll spend the night there and then go explore western, not west, western Virginia. It's going to be a long ride. What I'll do is I'll bring it back in and out, like, you know, whenever I need to stop. I'm going to go out 58, and it goes along pretty much the whole bottom line of Virginia, all the way out to Kentucky. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. Well, I'm 2.5 hours into this trip. I'm at Emporia, which if you're from around here, like Virginia, you know Emporia is Ticket City. On to the next town. I'm going to walk it out. Left leg is cramping up. Decided to park next to the cop car. Should have parked over there by Taco Bell, but maybe I'll walk over there and have a bean burrito. Ooh, that could. Maybe a cheese roll up. Bean burrito. I'll be doing something. Well, good morning. Joining me for a morning bowl. I think I picked the wrong hotel. There's a whole bunch of motorcyclists over there. I got here late last night at like 10:30 at night. I suck at making videos. I get in and I'm like, I should make, you know, another piece of video to tell you guys how things are going. I couldn't do it. I just went to bed, and now I'm up and ready for the day. So the plan is, there is no plan. The plan is to ride. I know where I'm staying tonight, which is 2 hours that way, but I'm gonna go 2 hours that way. Well, I'm not gonna go 2 hours. I'm probably gonna go like an hour and a half there, over an hour, and then it should be like an hour back to where I'm supposed to be staying. I stayed at a Quality Inn. It's okay. I give it a 2.5 star. You can't pick your clientele. Had to tip the guy $5 for breakfast because the shit he has to put up with, I just felt bad for the guy. So hey, by the way, thank you, Greg. It's Captain Black Grape. That's where I probably should have stayed. There's some motorcycles way over there. I'm in Danville. Going to go probably to Lynchburg, over to Roanoke, down to Wytheville. I think that's how you pronunciate it. And then I'll stay in Wytheville, and then I'll ride back here to Danville on tomorrow night. Oh yeah, you know what also I found out? Be careful about prices online. Even if you're on their website, this place, I stupidly booked it at the highest price, but I didn't even know it was the highest price. It was the lowest price of the hotels around. And then yesterday, or the day before when I booked it, damn it, all day long the prices kept going up and down, up and down, up and down, and I'm like, wait a minute, it went down to $111 a night, and I went in on $139. I didn't know I went in on $139. I thought it was $139. It was the least expensive kind of ish hotel in my price range. I didn't want to go to a motel. I didn't want to have my door to the outside world. I wanted, you know, a door to my door. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side. I stopped off at a gas station, $2.88. This is in the middle of nowhere. I sure don't get gas prices at all. So the whole trip here is to figure out if I can live here. You know, like, can I live out in the country and get along? I know I can get along. I can get along with almost anybody. I can get, you know, along with the rich, and I can get along with the poor. Well, I am the poor, so anyways, I can get along with the rich and the middle class. But out here, you're kind of on your own. Most of the people around here are probably family that have family that grew up here and stayed here and either own a business or have their little gig going on. I don't have a gig. So is this a mistake? I don't know. That it is a question. Can I afford to live out here even though it's cheap? What I've found is I could buy a home out here for $130,000 to $180,000. Yeah, I could go up to $200,000. Dump 30 grand on it and get my mortgage payment down to, I don't know, about $800 to $1,000. Now if it's about 130 and I dump 30,000 on it, then it'll be down around 700. But I gotta make $700 a month to at least pay that. My idea is to cut wood for warmth. Then I have to, you know, and that's wood off the property, and grow food, so you know that'll reduce a lot of cost. Learn about canning and jarring stuff, and you know, make food last. Now I'm only a single guy, so I just need to make enough for me to last each season on what I can grow. So it is important for me to have a garage and be able to start by seed, and you know, I wouldn't heat the garage, so I can't grow things in it during the winter, but I just want to have a more simple life. I want to come up here, shoot a couple guns, enjoy a pipe on the back porch, you know, and I got a hobby of that too. I think I got enough tobacco to get me a while for pipe, but as far as cigars, that seems to be a kind of an expensive hobby that I might have to give up. You know, out here you're gonna learn how to use a CB radio, and oh yes, that's the country smell I love. Cow poop. There is something nice about that. Boy, is that odoriferous. Whew. That'll wake you up in the morning. So, it's cop day, by the way. Even out here on this highway, man, the cops are out. Out here spoiling everybody's weekend. So, Lynchburg, 37 miles. That's what I'm trying to make it to. You know, I just want more of a simple life. I want to not take life so seriously anymore. And my way of thinking is live out here in the country. That's my idea. You know, sometimes people mistake the understanding of poor people, and I don't want to say that everybody out here is poor, but sometimes it's by choice. Sorry about that. You know, Sometimes you just go, you know what? I'm tired of working for the man. I just want to fucking work for myself. I want to work growing my own shit, you know? Grow my own food, veggies, fruits. Have some chickens. Get a goat so I think it's goat milk, right? Yeah. Goat, you know, get a goat. I don't know that. I think that's I don't know what animal that. I think that's a goat. You know, make some cheese. I don't drink goat's milk, so I just want to, you know, get a dog, protect the goat and the chickens. Hopefully there's some people out here that are willing to help out, and you know, and if they don't, you got the internet. You know, there's people that have made videos on how to start chicken farming, and when I say farming, I'm talking about 10. You know, I could have a diet of eggs, and if you don't clean off that outer shell. I was talking to my neighbor last night while I was riding out here. He called and I decided to answer it, and he was telling me about these eggs he just had, and he goes, they are phenomenal. And he's like, they just sit out there on the counter, and you know, I knew that, but I could eat eggs every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can eat scrambled eggs, over easy eggs, poached eggs. You know, I can eat any kind of egg except warm hard-boiled. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs this morning. So I just would love to eat my own grown food, and that's the way I'm thinking it out here. So hopefully this all recorded it and give you the reason why I'm out here. So, you know, I can look at a house online and see that I can live in it. I don't need granite countertops. I don't need the fanciest cupboards. I do want a door that shuts to hold stuff in, and you know, out here they have a lot more not yard sales, but they have I don't know, those big huge sales of used stuff, and sometimes it's really old and you get it for a good price. About 40 miles back or so, 30 miles maybe, there's a huge junkyard, and I saw 2, from my perspective, Dodge Dakota pickup trucks. And you know what? You just make things last longer out here. Pick some parts, learn how to fix my vehicle, you know, continue to buy my motorcycles. I don't know if you guys saw that Ford Mustang sitting on the back of that trailer back there, but anyways, you know, it's just want to live the simple life. Leave me alone. Nobody's coming for me. When I say hold my beer, it's probably going to be the chair I'm sitting on. So, and I like these roads. They just roll. You probably get bored of it after about 6 months or a year, but you know, live out here, you're only 20 minutes, maybe an hour away from some of the best hill riding that you're ever gonna. I don't call them mountains. I've been in the mountains. Mountains are out west United States. Hell, those are mountains. These are rolling hills, and then again, if I walked up one of these hills, I'd probably call it a mountain because my left leg ain't that good. So, but you know, little piece of property, 5 acres, 10 acres, 12 acres, whatever I can afford. Hopefully get back into physical therapy and maybe do some home health out here. Maybe they're in need, and maybe they want to pay me a ridiculous fee, because you know, to live out here, and a lot of your a lot of your you know, your patients are, you know, could be 20 miles apart. You might only see 4 a day, but half your day is driving to the next one. You know, I have videos on backup that, you know, on my backup external hard drives, and you know, it explained that I was going to move to Tennessee 3.5 years ago, or 2.5. I don't know if I said it or not, but I October of 2022, I think it was 2022, I'll correct it if not, October 1st through the 10th, I was out in Johnson City, and I got a shit ton of footage, and that's where I was going to move to. What was that? 18 days later, I hurt my back with a patient, and that move was canceled right then and there. I couldn't move myself. I had to wait until February to get my back surgery, and I was in no shape to be able to pack up boxes and move. So I feel like if I moved out here and bought a Sprinter van, I could pack shit up in there, like oh nice, look at that, my house being delivered. Yeah, that's a barn. But you know, buy a Sprinter van, pack up, you know, 20 boxes, maybe 40 boxes, come out, drop it in the house leading up to my move, and then go back to Norfolk and work a little bit, move more stuff out, and you know, do it that way rather than renting a big old fucking U-Haul truck and doing it all at once. Now, doing it all at once might be quicker, but I think it's more taxing on the body, and I'm probably going to spend more doing it the transit van. But you know, you go out for a weekend, paint a room, you know, pack it up during the week, work until Friday, get in the Sprinter van, come out there, you know, come out here to my house, unpack, paint a room, do a little touching up, bring out some wood or whatever else that I might need. Maybe I need a refrigerator, maybe I need a washer and dryer, but you know, buy it out where I'm at and then bring it out here, install it, drive back Sunday night and be home for work again on Monday. And you know, kind of waste a couple of weekends doing that. But a Sprinter van can hold all my motorcycles, so I'm also thinking, what a quick way to get all 3 bikes out to you know, out to where I'm gonna buy. But you know, I'm finding a lot of houses out here newly renovated, and they're all empty, and they're only asking 130,000, 150,000. Now they are a little desolate. They are awesome country roads and stuff like that, but I ride this. This is why I want to live out in the country. I want to ride those country roads. I don't want to be stuck in a box with 4 wheels. So that's my story.